We're we're live. Hey, hello, my friends out there on the internet. Welcome to Team Take Massive Action Hangout. My name is Renaud Gagne, and I'm super excited for tonight because I just got to meet Olga, and Olga is going to be our guest for tonight. And she has a fascinating story. She comes from a corporate background, and she had a lot of success. And tonight, well, she's going to share some of her secret tips and some of the thing that brought her success within Empire Network. So I invite you to pay close attention to what she's going to say. So I'm just going to start by telling who I am and presenting who we have on the board today. My name is Renaud Gagne, and actually, I come from a very different background from Olga. Actually, at the age of 17, everybody told me to go to school, but since I'm the sixth of my family and I saw everybody go to school and actually, get a job and then actually work their whole life to pay back the loan they got to go to school, I was like, that's not my gig. I would rather travel the world and figure out another way to make money. So my best thinking got me to juggle in the street because I figured I could just juggle wherever I am and make some money at the same time, which got me to travel across Canada and then to Europe. And, I had a lot of fun, but around the age of 25, one of my mentors introduced me to not Thinking Grow Rich, but Rich Dad Poor Dad. He gave me that book because he was also in circus, but he was also a very successful investor in real estate. And I started thinking a little bit about, I'm sick and tired of being broke, and I want being more comfortable. I want to create a life of freedom, not just geographically, but in terms of financial too. I wanted to have money deposited into my bank account while I was sleeping. So in order to do that, I started looking, and in February I got started with Empire Network. And I automatically fell in love with it because it's extremely empowering for people in any business to learn how to market their business online. It's extremely freeing to know that whatever happened, you have the skill to bring people to a capture page and follow up through emails and then have money deposited into your bank account. So what happened since February? Well, now in about a month, I'm going to be moving into my dream location in Tofino, British Columbia, by the ocean, and I have all my money made from my laptop. So that's for me, and I'm going to be introducing Tien Lee, who's actually the mastermind behind this hangout, and so she's going to share a little bit of her story. I know she has to go soon, but here we go. I give you the mic to you, Tien.
Thanks, Renaud. Yeah, thanks for the intro. You're doing awesome, by the way. Yeah, this all sort of happened on the fly last minute. Our usual panel is all over the place tonight. Tam's actually at date with Destiny, so he's busy with Tony Robbins at the moment.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Good on him.
Yeah, a few of our other panelists are in a workshop in Las Vegas with all the leaders from Team Take Massive Action. They've got a workshop there this weekend. So that's why we've got a skinny panelist tonight, but it's all good. We're all here. And like Renaud said, my name's Tien Lee. I am from Melbourne, Australia. I have been online for about a year or so, and like Renaud said, the whole corporate thing didn't make sense for me. I have been in it for about 7 years, and I just thought, I can't picture myself doing this for the next 20, 30 years. And I actually had an experience about 3 years ago when I went to Italy on my own, at a time where, everyththing in my life seemed to be going wrong. I'd just broken up with my ex and was working 12, 15 hours a day at work and was having a very stressful time, and I just thought enough is enough. So I booked myself a trip to Italy and spent 3 weeks there, and that was an amazing time. But when I was there, I was in Tuscany on a tour bus, and a lot of the people on the tour bus were retirees, and they couldn't actually join us in a lot of the activities we did because they couldn't physically keep up. And I just looked at them and I said, that is not going to be me. I'm not going to work, 40 years of the prime of my life to get to a stage where I will be able to do what I want when I want and not be able to enjoy it. So, yeah, it took me about a year to get everything all together, and I quit. And it was the most amazing feeling I've ever had. And I was actually cleaning out my wardrobe on the weekend, and finally, after almost 2 years now, I'm throwing out all my corporate clothes, and it was just an amazing feeling just to go through my wardrobe and just like put everything in a bag and give it all to the salvo. So yeah, it's just for me confirmation to say, yeah, I'm ready to let it go and believing in what I'm doing. And that's why I'm here. And if you're watching this and feeling the same way as I used to feel, and just want to have freedom, yeah, you know, watch this hangout and listen to what the rest of the panelists has to say. And Olga's got an incredible story to share. And if any time you're watching this and you say to yourself, I can exactly relate to what they're saying, click the link below this video and sign up with whoever brought you here. And with that, Renaud, I'm going to hand the mic back over to you. Thank you.
Thank you, Lee. Our next panelist right now is Stephen Francois. Yeah, well, where are you right now, Stephen?
Well, I'm actually in my house, man. Actually, it's been a long day. I actually came outside. I went to go. There's like a porch around my area where it's called like a pier where you could go and stand there and see the ocean in front of you. And I drove down there this afternoon to go see that ocean, and it helped me a lot to realize what kind of life I'm living right now. Then I was working in a retail store, which I hated, which I disliked. There was nothing wrong with the people. I just didn't like the environment. And what I mean by the environment is working your ass off, and you know, and people criticizing you. They tell you to do something, and then if you don't do it like a perfect way, like you're a god or something, they start saying, oh, you need to do it over and over and over again. I just got sick of that, and I wanted something different. So one day I decided to go online and typed in how to make money online, just like everybody else when they first come online, so they could figure out what they want to do. So I looked around looking for an opportunity to join, and I found Empower Network, and I found Team Take Massive Action, which got me here at this moment where I'm speaking to you guys right now. And the reason I like this community is not because of the money, because the money's cool. Having money is awesome when you can do whatever you want. But the second thing about it is developing yourself as a person and developing yourself as a human being by getting to a certain point in life where you have fun and you're just so blown away from what you learn from all these books you read. Guys, I used to be a person that didn't used to read books. I used to be a person that just played video games all day. Didn't know where I was going in life. Didn't have no direction. I felt like a loser. I felt like I had no hope whatsoever. And I decided to do something different with my life. And getting to this point right now, it just feels so great inside that only a year ago, I was a person who didn't have no dreams, no hope, no future. And look where I'm at right now. So guys, if you guys are hesitating, if you guys haven't really made a decision to get in Empower Network and join Team Take Massive Action, this is the right time for you to do it right now. And back to you, man.
Thank you, Stephen. Wow, that was a great intro. Wow. So we're going to move right ahead with Olga, which I'm super excited to talk to. I just got to know her about 5 minutes before the beginning of this hangout, and already her message is really clear and powerful. And you know, she says to people what they need to hear, not they want to hear, and that's really what I like about Olga. So, you know, the panel's all to you. Go ahead, Olga. What's your story? Tell us, you know, where you are and what's your story.
Well, just start, you know, like I am a foreigner. I live in Las Vegas, Nevada. I was born originally in Spain, so I'm a Spaniard. Despite that I speak perfect English, my father happened to be in politics, so I was able to study English all my life. But I went to UCLA. I did the right thing, but I did have a father, just to recap, that always told me, go to school, but school is not going to provide you wealth. It's going to be your chospa. It's going to be your desire. She goes, you know, an education will make you a well-rounded person, and I love mathematics. It's what I love. And so I studied math, and I minored in economy. I never used it. I never used it, to be very honest, but other than my personal thing. Fast forward, I am a little bit of an overachiever because I am really a driven person. I got a job early on, graduated early and went to Caesar's Palace. I was there for 11 years. Unlike everybody else, I loved corporate America. It was very good to me. I was an executive and I did really well, and you know, I can't complain about corporate America. It made me a very, very centered person. I mean, I worked hard, but I loved it. But then my mother got cancer, and I had a choice. I was like, I can't go to chemotherapy and be there for her every single day, and I was there for 5 years, so I opened my own business. And again, I did okay. And then 2007 came. I had a consulting company and a mortgage company, and my story is very similar to Tracy Walker. I went down in flames. I had 600,000 in savings or more, gone. I racked up $500,000 in debt, still there. Just really struggling. I mean, in 2007, within 30 days, we were closed. I had to, within a year of that, say goodbye to 39 employees. When you look at all those eyes looking at you, knowing that they're in the street and there's nothing you can do about it. I mean, it was desperation personified. I couldn't even take care of myself, much less them. So everybody was gone. And I did exactly what Stephen did. I went online, and I was like, help! I knew there had to be something. I was like, I can sell water to the ocean. I'll sell Mary Kay. I don't know what I'll do. I'll sell Avon. I'll do something. And so I did put a big thing. I put 50K plus, you know, up for online. You know, it's like, I need to make this to get rid of this debt. And I did start with another opportunity. Mine's a little bit different. That was about 3.5 years ago. And what I love about Empower Network is that I couldn't duplicate myself. I did a little bit here and there. I did okay, but nothing important. And I was, you know, I was telling you earlier was that I know the $25 is so, it seems like nothing, but I placed one ad. That's all I did. $27 I spent, and within like, I don't know, 45 minutes, I get a notification. Somebody signed up. I started wailing like a baby. I was like, oh my God, somebody, it worked. And I didn't talk to them. I told him earlier, I was like, nobody felt sorry for me. They didn't sign up. It was like, okay, Olga, we'll do it because we love you. You know, it was like nobody I'd known. And I was like, oh my God, it worked. So then I started calling everybody. I'm like, this works, this works, this works. And so I have to be honest, I didn't have a lot of money. I went through all my money, debt. I was borrowing money. You know, it was very hard. It was very hard when you've had a big life and you look in the mirror and like, did I go to college? Did I really have a career? Was I ever really anything? Because I couldn't take care of myself. I was scared out of my shoes. And I just kept at it, and I started placing ads and placing ads and placing ads, and then it just, and I didn't know I was on the leaderboard, FYI, you guys. I was like, my upline calls, he goes, you know you're number one on all 3 leaderboards. I'm like, no. Because I was just doing my thing, you know, I was just doing my thing, not really, you know, but more importantly, I always felt in the other places, I'm not knocking, because I use a lot of products from opportunities. You know, my face creams. There's a lot of great stuff out there. So I never knock anything. Whatever works for you, works for you. But what I loved here is I wasn't alone. And it didn't matter if I was on Team Massive Action or a Prosperity Team or wherever I was, I got people who cared. And like I told you earlier, everybody wants the secret elixir. I said, yes, I do produce leads. But the thing is, I get a lot of emails. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? You know what I'm doing? I'm doing the 8 core commitments. I probably read more than anybody else. I probably listen to audio more than anybody else because I do this full time, so I have time. But I would say I do that more than anybody else. And I put myself in state, Anthony Robbins, because if you're not in a good place, when they ask me, I'm like, you need to go read Think and Grow Rich. And they don't want to listen to me. I'm like, you need to do what this man says to the letter. Go write it on, put it in your bathroom, read it twice a day, read the other one once a day, and do it day in, day out until you get results. And be in the best place and bless every ad. Say, you know what, I just want this ad to be for somebody who I can help, who's going to make a difference, who maybe $500, $100, $200 is going to make a difference. It's not the big money. It's the little things that matter. you know, and what takes us to the next level, because everybody's journey is different. But what I like, you know, like Stephen said, I think what we love here is that you become, I've always been in personal development, but I love it. There's 100 that are unpersonal, you know, and that's just, it's just.
Oh, you broke out a little bit. I lost your message. Can you repeat that last sentence?
I said that's the only way that it's going to be, is if we're all doing our personal development, and where there's 150,000 of us doing it all together and supporting each other in that way. Our mental state, that's why this company is growing so big. Absolutely. Yes, absolutely. You know, so, you know, I have never been happier or prouder. I have never promoted anything on Facebook in my whole entire journey. This is the only thing I've ever promoted, and I mean, they're going to have to kick me out of the company in order for me to go. So that's my story.
That's amazing. So let's talk about, you know, your what you know, in terms of a little bit more about, you know, the books that you read and the audiobooks, and what do you do to put yourself in the correct state for marketing? If you can share a little bit on that. Oh, did you freeze, Olga?
I just read probably for the 15th time Think and Grow Rich the other day. I was like, you know what, I need to get through this. Oh, sorry. Hello? I'm here.
It's good. You're back.
Am I there?
Yeah, you're there.
Am I there?
Yeah.
Am I here? Can you hear me?
Yeah. You.
Okay. I think I'm breaking up.
The sound is good.
Ready for...
Good. Perfect. You're back.
No sound.
Okay, are we back?
Yeah, you're back.
Okay, I'm back. I read Think and Grow Rich, just no sound. Okay. No sound still?
No, you're good.
Okay.
You're good.
I'm not
You're
moving.
You're good.
Okay. I read Think and Grow Rich probably for the, like, in my lifetime. Okay. For the 15th time. I won't tell you how old I am because that's top secret. And so I read Think and Grow Rich. I just read the Napoleon Hill. Am I frozen again? Am I frozen
No,
again?
keep going. You're good.
You can go. It's good.
Sorry.
You're back.
I read the new one. What was it? Outwitting the Devil. Excellent, excellent book. And the new one by Noah St. John. That book was just amazing. Just stupendous of how to, you know, have affirmations, not affirmations. I mean, that's probably the thing I've heard in 1,000 years. I was in the shower just talking like all by myself. Somebody thinks I'm nuts, but you know, unbelievable stuff. But again, I feed my mind. I had a mentor, he's still a friend of mine, and he always said, grow your business more than time, more than business. And I have lived and died by that. And I can tell you that exponentially it has worked 100%. So it isn't all about where you get your leads. And I do a lot of free marketing. I'm a Facebook junkie. I talk to people all day long. I'm always, you know, talking to them for their birthdays and on Google Plus and everything else. But again, my basic thing is you want success, you've got to read, you've got to listen, you've got to do it daily. No ifs, ands, or buts. No excuses. It is the only thing that will provide you success.
Yeah. Can you talk a little bit about affirmation? Because I use affirmation too, and Chad, my partner, he had a $3,000 day today. By the way, we have an income disclaimer right on there. So he had an all-in sale. So here in Empower Network, when you make an all-in sale, what we mean is that you made $4,625 within 24 hours. So that's big props to him. But I know that he's have those 5 affirmation that you're going to talk about. What's affirmation? He does it multiple times a day, 5 times a day. So if you can share a little bit about affirmation, Olga, I'm really curious.
Well, I think what I was saying is like when you talk to yourself now, instead of saying it the opposite way, is the, you know, like the affirmations, I am going to do this, you know, I'm going to have this many leads by that. Say, I am so amazed by how many leads I'm getting every day. I'm so amazed at how many signups. I'm getting 2 to 7 signups a day. Instead of saying it as an, you know, I want, you're already saying it as if it happened. And me as a mathematician, I can relate to Einstein when he said that he saw the, you know, laws of relativity come down that, you know, the star dust, is that whatever your mind can, you know, conceive. So if you're already saying it in an act formation, I, you know, believe, or I am doing this, and I am just amazed at how many leads I'm getting. I'm amazed at how well my family's doing. I'm amazed at, you know, and I'm so happy and grateful, and it's in powerful, in, you know, now terms, as if it's already there.
Do you have a similar stuff, Stephen, that you do?
You mean as far as rituals?
I mean, yeah,
Um,
Stephen.
yeah, man. Like I read a lot of books, man, and what I do, I just started yesterday meditating, and I put the meditation music on, and I just sit down for my legs and just listen to meditation music, and then say how much I want to earn per month every month. Every time I just breathe in, I breathe out the negativity, and I bring in the positivity, and that really helps a lot. Meditating, I meditate 1 time a day. I should do it 2 times a day now.
Good.
But it helps a lot, guys. And especially like she was so right about that. Saying to yourself that you already have the results before you even have them. In the beginning, I didn't understand that, and now I'm gonna start doing what you just said. And I'm like, just writing that, like writing it down, and then just like, you know, record myself, and every time hearing that same thing, or I was so amazed that I got $3,000 a day. I'm so amazed I got a $1,000 a day, and just listen to that myself every single day, knowing that if it happens before it happens in front of you guys, it should happen inside your brain. And the reason that it's so like that, before you have something, you want to make sure you have it in your brain first before it appears to you in person. Just like a car, if you're gonna say, if you tell yourself that you already got the car, but haven't reached it yet, your brain knows. If you train your mind really well, it comes to a point where it feels like it already has the car, and it will be coming to you, and you will see the presence pretty soon of anything you want in life. A lot of people say you could do anything you want in life, and that's so true. And if you stay focused on that, whatever you want, you would eventually get it. And it's almost like, I wanted my driver license, and I went to the place, took my permit test, passed the test, then went to the driver ed, took some driver license. The day of the test, I said I got my driver license, and I got it. So it's not hard. It's just being very positive. And so one more thing I want to say before I even end this conversation is saying that if somebody's negative around you, get away from them, man. What I mean by that, you don't want negativity in your face 24/7. And it could affect you. A lot of people say that doesn't affect me. It affects you a lot in a lot of ways. And why do I say that? Because it comes to a point where you keep hearing the same thing over and over. You start believing people what they actually are saying to you, which is not even true. Because, come on, like somebody say you can't do something doesn't mean you can't do it. That's what they believe. It doesn't mean you have to believe the same thing. And if you have problem believing in yourself, read books. You know, I read this book called the upside of the upside of fear, and it's pretty good. I love this book, and the reason that I love this book because this guy came. He been through a lot of stuff. He went to jail 3 times, and now what was so great about it is that he went through all that stuff. And at the end of the book, he built his own business, and he became a $1 million franchise. So, guys, if he can do that, anyone can do that. And this is something. One more thing I want to say to you guys is that when you have a dream, you should go for it. And the reason that you should go for it is because why not go for it? Why not? And I wake up every morning. I'm so excited because I know why I'm doing this, and I know the purpose I'm in this world. And guys, if you guys is still tempted about joining Empower Nickel, still haven't made a decision to get in, or you still like on that edge mode, you like on the bridge, but you haven't made a decision to cross yet, make a decision and cross that bridge and get started today.
Yeah. Thanks, Stephen. Olga, it's funny because I'm gonna go back to you about affirmation because I had a different way. I heard about affirmation. It was by asking questions. Maybe I'm using the wrong word, but asking the questions like why is it so easy to generate 2 sales a day?
Right,
and just
right.
ask the question, and then the coming up with answer, which are positive, because it's really hard to not find a positive answer of why is it so easy to make $1,000 a day, and then come up with answers, which are positive. Is it the same thing? Is it the same affirmation? Oh, I think you froze. We'll see if she'll be back.
Yeah, I think she froze, man.
I think she froze. So, in the meantime, while Olga unfreeze, because usually in Las Vegas it's pretty hot, so she's not supposed to get frozen. But in the meanwhile, I'm going to share something on my end. I went through an amazing program, and I'm not going to divulge the name of the program because it's a little bit secret. But there's like 4 things that we teach that are really the foundation of success. And the first thing that start is, who do you listen to? And as being a core foundation of success, as if you listen to TV, well, what's the message that they want you to believe? There might be pharmaceuticals, there might be political agendas, there might be a lot of different agendas out there that you're listening to that are not for your best interest. Or, if you're listening to your broke relative telling you that whatever you're doing is a pyramid scheme, well, who are they for you to listen to them? Or do you want to listen to people who got the result that you want and they have the exact lifestyle that you want, doing things they want to do with the people they want to do it with? And that's the really first one. But the second one is my favorite. I think I'm going to stop at this one. But the second one is, what is your willingness to learn, and what is your willingness to change? Because even with the best system, seriously, I every day am approached by different systems to make money online or make money offline, and they show these presentation, and they all look good. They gotta look good to sell, right? But really, when it comes down to it, it will be about what you read, what you listen to, and the people you associate with. In here, we have an amazing community. But all this will only work if you have a high teachability index, if you're willing to learn, and if you're willing to change. Then all the resources that we have here will become available to you, and it will really help you to raise to a whole new level in business. So, Tian Li, I know that you're back, so I'm going back at you because Olga disappeared, and I hope I hope she'll be back. But go ahead, Tian Li. I know that you have some families right now, but you're still here. Thank you.
I am. Yeah, my parents and my sister, because I've been babysitting my nephews for the past month, and they just got back today. So, yeah, it's going a little crazy here. But it's all good. I'm still here. I'm taking action for my business because I believe in what I do. And I still get to decide to be here because I want to be here, not because I have to be here. And that's why I'm here, and that's why I love this business. I actually wanted to talk to Olga about something, but yeah, she's disappeared, and I hope she does come back.
I think she had some. Maybe she restarted her computer.
Yeah.
Oh, beautiful technology, yeah.
Yeah, that's it. And one thing about this is you don't have to be technically minded at all, because I definitely am not, and yeah, still able to get this page up and work it out how to do it. So it's all good. Yeah, it's amazing what you can do when you put your mind to it. But I wanted to touch on something that Olga talked about before about setting an intention for when she places an ad, and to her you can tell that she genuinely wants to help people, and that's the thing I love about Empower Network. It's so many people wanting to help other people. It's not just about the money, and that to me was not something that I was expecting when I joined. Like a lot of people who do join, it's you see the money that everyone's making and you think I want some of that too, and it's so much more than just making money. You know, it's like you said, it's a community of believers, a community of people who will support you and push you forward. And just going to the events and surrounding yourself with thousands of these people, and just talking to them and finding out what they do. And what I love also is everyone is just so willing to help you. And even though actually I think we are from different teams, we're on different teams, and yet we still help each other out, and just because it's no competition. It's more like pushing each other forward instead of I can't talk to you because I'm not on your team, sort of a thing.
It's so there's so many different companies that I don't talk to you because we're not on the same team. I'm not in Team Take Massive Action, but I love the culture of Team Take Massive Action because take massive action, guys. And it's like an embedded command, you got to take massive action. I love it. But yeah, I just love being here with you guys because even if I'm not in Team Take Massive Action, you welcome me to share the good, to share the prosperity. I'm in prosperity team, that's why. But
yeah, yeah, that's a thing as well. And we can all leverage each other's I guess systems and teams. I mean, we all have the same system, but each team has their own website. And like Renard said, I can use his and he can use mine. It's whatever resonates with you, whichever culture I guess you prefer, and whichever leaders you like.
Yeah. I want to share something actually because I'm going through, just like Olga said, she was reading Think and Grow Rich, and I'm going through the laws of success. And did anyone here read the Law of Success?
No, I haven't. It's on my list.
I haven't read that book yet.
Okay, so I'm going through this, and I realized that Think and Grow Rich is like a sales letter for the Law of Success. It's like the sales letter for it, and I'm realizing how amazing it is to be on a panel like this, and for you people who are out there listening to it, because of course the beginning is having a definite purpose, but then the second thing is the law of the mastermind, and you must align with people who are moving the same direction as you, so that you can energize your mind and share idea, because some of the things that you don't know, and once you're in, you'll be able to be a part of those hangouts. What happened after the hangout is that we get to share some of our secrets and some of the things we do for marketing, a little bit more deeper, because we understand a little bit of what each other is doing. And every time I did that, I got a breakthrough moment. And this is what you get. We get to connect from people from around the world who are moving the same direction, and we can connect your mind to a super mind, to a mastermind, and get to bring your business to the next level every time. So it's so exciting because you get to benefit while we're sharing idea around. And some of you want secret, advertising traffic strategy, and the more you're in the game, the longer you are, you realize that 100% of the game is in your mind. So I think Olga's back. I'm excited. Are you back, Olga?
We can't hear you.
Oh, we can't hear you.
Yeah, that's an international sign for we can't hear you.
So yeah, that's it's something that.
I'm back.
Oh, you're back.
Sorry, we're having storms, and I think I went to heck. Sorry. Sorry about that.
Oh, it's all good. I think we left when I was just asking you about questions, asking your.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah.
Okay. About the affirmations.
Yeah.
Yeah, that you were saying it a little differently, and perhaps I worded it improperly. But I think you basically said it better than I did. I've gone through the book only once. I need to go through, like I did with Napoleon Hill, like 4, 5, 6, 12 times.
And I was just talking about the laws of success. Did you ever read that book?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, great book. So yeah, from there, what would you, in terms of your strategy of posting ads and everything, what are you willing to share with us some of your secret to generate traffic?
You're breaking up.
Oh, can you hear me now? Test.
It's like you're in and out. Lee?
Yeah. Okay.
There you
Can
go.
you hear me now?
I can hear you now. Okay, I heard you say something about my secret about traffic.
Yeah. So what are some of your secret about traffic? Even though it's about reading and listening and associating first, some of your, because you're on the leaderboard, and what are you willing to share to this audience that would add in terms of what it is that you do to create traffic?
Well, I think mostly it's you guys are on the best team ever, teams of action. It does take action. You have to do something every single day. It's what Lawrence Tam said. To me, it's almost like an 80-20 rule. I spend about 80% of my time, marketing. The other 20% I work on my mind and stuff like that. But it's mostly, I place ads, I do Facebook, I syndicate, I'm constantly placing, and I would say 97% of everything I do is free. Oh, no, okay. Hang on. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Maybe?
Yeah. Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah. You're good.
Can you hear me?
Oh, you froze. We love technology. Now she's frozen for good. At least it's a beautiful face when she froze, it's not like those weird face where it's like you're playing Frozen too, Stephen. So we're having a little bit kind of difficulty, technology difficulty tonight, guys. But we're having a lot of fun. Some of the so we're gonna see if she's gonna come back. I'm having a lot of fun having to juggle with technical stuff and having to catch it back. So one of the things we can talk about tonight is, of course, when their mind is right, and why we're called the Empower Network. It's because we're empowering you, and all of us together, we're empowering each other to learn how to market. Because you might be in direct sales, or you might have, be in a network marketing company, direct sales. And personally, what happened to me and why I'm Empower Network is that I talked to my friends and family. I did, the milk and cookie parties, and I did the networking meeting. And at one point, I realized that there was only so much I could do with just hunting people around. I had to find a way to market. And this is where most people struggle, is that, they talk to their friends and family, and that, what do I do? How do I generate leads? How do I generate sales without having me running around chasing people? And it's extremely empowering to know that right now I am having leads coming in, from the effort I did 3 weeks ago, from the marketing on my YouTube channel, from my blog post, from my fan page, from all those different places where I created. And that's one of the principle of success, is that you must create more than you consume. You must produce more than you consume, and that's really what an entrepreneur is. So, you know, it's extremely empowering knowledge that we give to people. So you might have a primary business right now, and you're considering, how can I market it? Well, this is the place. This is where you want to click. Right below this video, there's, you know, you can watch, you know, the income disclaimer, see how much money people are making here in average, which is extremely high. And you can watch the video. That'll show you a really good excerpt on what is direct response marketing and indirect response marketing, and have an opportunity to join the person who invited you here. So you're back, Olga.
I am. Sorry. We're having a storm. I idea what's going on.
Oh, it's all right. It's all right. You know,
Did you catch the fact that I said that it was about taking massive action as far as your marketing goes?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So you go on the internet and you're looking for a place where you could post ad, right?
Yes, I do. I have a list of free ad sites that I work with. I mean, I have gotten better at HTML code. So, you know, I've been pretty good about, you know, posting pictures and different things that attract. There's a lot of tools. I tell you, if you just listening to the first 15K and you just, you know, Lawrence Tam and Vic says, you know, the thing is, don't leave it upon just what's going on. Find, like he says, dig deep in well. Find new ways. Not what works for me may not work for you. You know, but I can tell you, we're so lucky to have, you know, teams that give us tons of little places. We'll try here or try, you know, I just started doing solo ads recently, and I got a lot of success last week from it. I'm like, yay! And that's all thanks to listening to the Inner Circle and you know, and listening. I'm like, oh, I can do it, you know. So, you know, every time I get even a couple of leads off something new, but you've got to, you know, just get there and do it. You know, even if you fall flat on your face, just do it, and then it will come easier and easier. You know, there's so many people looking. I mean, I'm the perfect example. You know, I did everything right in life. I went to school. I got the corporate job. I opened a good company. I took care of my mom, and I crashed and burned with the best of them. So just because you're doing everything right doesn't necessarily mean anything. It means that you got to take the action to make the next move. I can do this, and I didn't know anything. I didn't know what with your Twitter was. I didn't know what the heck they were talking about. And I just kept at it and kept at it.
So here we can hear Olga, and really, like, attitude is everything, right? Oh, who's got the music on? Am I breaking up?
No, you're fine.
Yeah, there you came back now.
All right, so
It's probably me. It's probably me.
I think you're pretty good. Okay, perfect. So, well, just go around, you know, as a final words. It's to see if what you have to say, every single one of you, as a final note. So, for you, Stephen, what will be your final note for tonight's Hangouts?
We as people went through struggles, you went through problems, and you might be going through something that you don't like, or you might not be getting the results that you want in your life. But what we can do over here is actually teach you how to get the results you want in your life, how to get the results in your business, and how to change your life in general by making one simple decision and clicking on that link below and getting started with one of us in this panel.
Thank you, Stephen. Thank you. And for you, Stephen, what would, but not Stephen, what I'm saying, it's Tien. What would be your final word for tonight's hang? You don't look like Stephen at all.
Thanks, Ron. You've done a great job tonight. And I just want to say thank you to Olga, who I think has frozen again. Oh, there you are. Yeah, I noticed her name on the leaderboard because I don't know, I just like to go in and have a look and see what everyone's doing every now and then. And I've seen her name a lot on the leaderboard, and she actually was watching me on another hangout, and she left a comment and like, oh, I really want to connect with Olga. She is an awesome woman, and you know, it's that easy, you know, when you're in the community, and it's because I've been to the event and I've met the other panelists, you know, Stephen and Ronald. I've actually met them at the event where were we, in Denver, a couple of months ago or a month ago, whatever it was now. And
Yeah,
we
just
actually
a month ago.
yeah, we met online. And we've formed an awesome relationship online just through doing these hangouts. And that is because, like Olga said before, we took massive action in our business. And if you're still in a place where you're working for yourself, or you're working in corporate, or you're working for somewhere else, whatever it is, and you're watching this, it's all you need to do to get to where we are is just make a decision that you want to do something different with your life, that you want to go somewhere else, that you want to, you know, be your own boss and do the things you want to do whenever you want to do them and whoever you want to do them with. It's just click the link below this video. And yeah. I'm going to hand the mic back over to you.
Thank you. So how about you, Olga? What would be your final word for tonight? Before you break up and disappear. You can't hear anything? No? No hearing? No! We lost her. It's like... oh. Okay, can everybody else hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, so while Olga's gone, maybe she might come back. I'm going to finish with that story. I heard that really good story that it's called When Your Attitude's Right, the Fact Don't Count. I'm going to get back to that story. Olga, you're back. Can you hear us? But no, we can't hear you. Oh, wow. You know, she's getting frustrated. She's going to take her laptop and just throw it by the window. And we're going to fly, you know, outside the window with her. That would be epic. Oh, well, maybe you can mime it. You know, sign language, you know? Okay, well, while you're troubleshooting, I'm going to tell my story. The story is when your attitude's right, the fact don't count. And when I heard that first, I just thought it was stupid. But then when I heard the story behind it, wow, it was really powerful. After the Second World War, what happened is that they had a lot of ships, and so many ships has been built for war that they didn't know what to do with them. There were like hundreds and hundreds and thousands of ships in the harbor, and they didn't know what to do with them. It was a disaster. It was more costly to leave, you know, it was more costly to try to recycle them into something else than leaving it there. But they couldn't leave it there because it was just a big mess. So there was this guy, I don't remember his name, but he sat down and he figured out, he just calculated on a piece of paper. And then he realized that with all the ship that had been built, and because of the war, now Americans were eating Italian pizza, and people from around the world started like eating stuff from different places, and there was a new needs for products from overseas. And he actually realized that there was not enough ships to deal with the import and export. So he bought all the ships and organized them to do the import-export between continents. And he became one of the richest person in the world. So when there's someone's problem, it's someone else can find a solution if he has the right attitude and the right mindset. So that was my little story for the night. So I think you're back, Olga. Can you try see if I can hear you? Nope, that doesn't work. Okay, so this is it for tonight. You can say bye-bye. And we're gonna finish this for tonight. Thank you so much for being here, guys and gal. And you know, we invite you to get started with us and lock arm with us. There's a button below. You click on it. You watch the video. You join the damn thing, and we have a lot of fun. All right. So thank you very much. Good night, everyone.
Thanks, guys.